Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to Daydreamers Bound. We look forward to sharing all of our adventures with you, and we are so pleased that you choose to come along with us each and every time you do. So we hope you sit back and enjoy. Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome back. It's Jess.
And Chris.
And today we're going to do like a recap of our live because some people don't watch the lives. And we're going to be sharing like things that we're truly going to miss about the UK and England and, you know, just the things that we have absolutely loved here and the things that we're really looking forward to returning back to the United States.
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead and do the recap just so we can, I guess, share kind of what we touched on in the live, because a lot of people, I understand, they just don't watch the live, and that's okay, because I know I don't watch the lives most of the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're at the point to where we're about to transition back.
Yeah.
We'll be leaving in May. You'll be leaving a little bit before I am, take care of some things. Yeah. So we're going to have a little bit time left here. We got one more big trip planned. And then, and then transition to the States and then figuring out where we're going to go from there.
Yeah, it's just been a wild ride. So Shane and I will go back, fly into Michigan, take care of some legal things, and then you and Colette and the dogs will follow shortly after.
Yep.
So we're really excited about this next chapter. It's going to be really rough. It's been really hard. I've not been sleeping well because of this transition. Just trying to square everything away. If you're an American right now in active duty, I do not recommend, if you're planning on retiring, do not recommend unless you're planning on staying overseas. Like you're married to someone that you're able to retire and stay overseas forever. But I do not recommend, if you're planning on going back to the States, to retire overseas is not a...
Yeah, retiring on its own has its challenges and difficulties. But then from an overseas location, there's a different layer that they don't really tell you about. So if you are, just be cognizant that there's a lot more steps you got to go through.
Yeah, your retirement, our retirement, your retirement.
Our retirement from the military.
I'm really going to miss being, having access to a military installation. I know we'll still have access, but with where we're planning on living, there won't be a military base by. Yeah,
that's some of the things that obviously the base has a lot of functions that typically you don't get everywhere, at least in one central location. We have the commissary, the BX, medical, everything's kind of right there for us.
And it's cheaper. Not cheaper here, but in the U.S., it's normally a significant amount cheaper buying things on base than it is on the economy in the United States. But here, it does not compare at all. That is one thing that I am truly going to miss. The prices of the items here, it is next to, you can get a can or some fresh veggies for a very decent price.
Yeah, off base. Yeah, that will be starting off. One of the things that we're going to miss is the food.
Yeah, the food.
When it comes to shopping off base or,
going to the pubs.
Yeah, going to the pubs, just the food culture in general. We know after doing a little bit more research and being here and talking to farmers and in the community, just how much pride they take in their food and how they know what's going into it. Something that we've really kind of thought about here in the last little bit.
Yeah, it's, we've absolutely loved being able to truly learn more about the care that the, farmers and, just knowing where all of your things come from and all of the processes. Things that are in the U.S. can say that they're from the U.S., but they are technically not. They can only be, they're like cut or packaged different, and then it's considered a U.S. product. Which is, that should not be the case.
Yeah, it's definitely hurting the farm industry in America, and I know that's not something that we like at all. It's, you know what I mean? They're out there trying to do everything they can to make an American products there, just like we know that they're making UK stuff here. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of pride with that, and we like seeing that here. Something that we are going to miss from over here, and hopefully we can get to a smaller farm and see some people and get to understand how it's done there.
Yeah, and and like we touched in a couple of our other videos and on the live Yooper Country Farm, they are making sure that people know exactly what they do to the food and who's making it and all of the things. And I think that is just that community and knowing where and who your farmers are and being able to support local and being able to make sure you can get your meats and, get the vegetables and the fruits that are in season, so you know how to cook in season. Yeah,
and side note to them specifically is something that we've learned as well from them and other people is that even organic isn't organic, right? There's still a level of pesticides and herbicides that you can use, but they like to advertise or they like to teach people and let them know, like, hey, we only use it what we need to, no more, no less type thing, for the betterment of the food.
And I think that's one thing that we've learned here, that, living so close to a farm and being, friends of farmers, they are very strict on what they use and, and making sure that they're not overusing things or underusing things to make it, I guess, good for being good stewards of the land.
Yeah.
And the people.
Yep.
So yeah,
absolutely.
that is definitely something big that we're going to miss.
Yeah.
I think we'll get it, being that we're going to support local farmers. Yeah. We'll find that.
But we have to look for it. It's not like you can go to every supermarket and expect to see that type of thing.
Yeah. And another one going around food, because a lot of Americans say that the food here is not good. The steak and ale pie, the fish and chips.
Yeah.
What else?
More, well, like we were talking about, the pub culture in general. The fish and chips, the steak and ale pies. You know what I mean? You can get really good ones at the pubs to where it's a lot better food than we ever expect to get at a pub.
Ever.
And then I also am going to miss the
full English.
The full English and the real ale. I'm definitely going to miss that because we just don't have that in the States.
Yeah. The beer here is elite. That real ale and the beer here is really good. Even though I don't drink much beer, I can get behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is another one that we're really going to miss is the beer and just the pub culture altogether. So and then the lamb roast.
Yeah. That's how it's prepared and taken. It's more of just your regular cuisine over here.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've now learned that I can make lamb, and we don't do the mint one because we're not big mint on our food. It makes my brain really weird.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like toothpaste. Like, I don't know what it is. I know it's probably delicious, but my brain just can't get past mint being it's not gum, or if it's not toothpaste, it's different, and that's not something that we prefer. But the rest of the lamb is great. Yeah, everything else is great. And the brown gravy here, yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Another thing that I'm really gonna miss is just the courteous drivers. I'm really not looking forward to driving in the United States with road rage. That is something that's really scary. I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to driving back, because my car's there waiting for me in our camper. But the road rage that I'm seeing it's a little. Yeah, we've definitely noticed since being here that the road rage is a lot less over here. People work together as the traffic is a lot better. So that is something. We're gonna miss that, the whole driving experience. Yeah. As far as the community based kind of reflects the same in traffic as well. Yeah, it really does. And just how the community is. There are some really tight-knit communities here in the UK, and they really take pride in making sure that people are taking care of things and people are taking care of each other. So I think, that's another thing that's really, really been very near and dear to my heart. So, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, those are the big factors that, broad strokes that we're going to miss. There's going to be little things that we're going to miss here and there. You got days like today.
Oh my gosh.
The weather's perfect.
Gorgeous.
You don't need the AC. You don't need the heat. The sun's out. So I'm going to miss that.
Yeah.
Having the mild temperament.
The mild weather.
However, that is kind of something we're looking forward to in the States too.
Yeah. So to counteract, or not
on the flip side.
On the flip side of the weather, I'm really looking forward to all 4 seasons. I know some places here on the island or within the UK have all 4 seasons, but I'm really looking forward to a definite summer, a definite spring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The snow, like all of the seasons, and and I'm looking forward to air conditioning.
Yeah.
Aircon.
Yeah.
Because yes, opening windows is fine, but when it is scorching outside,
you still want a little relief.
Yeah, and the little air cons that you can buy for the little rooms does not help. And when you have a man that sweats profusely and gets angry when it gets hot, it's no fun for anybody in the house, right?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Get air conditioning.
Get air conditioning, yes. So I don't know, and I think that our house, because it is concrete, because it holds in the heat, and or it holds in the cold, and then our windows are not the best windows. I think we're looking forward to the 4 seasons in the U.S. I'm looking forward to Mexican food.
Yeah,
like Mexican food. What else?
The different varieties of restaurants too. I mean, we've enjoyed what we have over here, but there's a lot that we're looking forward to getting back and getting into again. I'm looking forward to the vehicles.
Yes.
We have our vehicles obviously, but the American horsepower, you know what I mean? Just
you see the fast cars here, but you don't see them all the time.
Yeah, in the States you see the muscle cars or the modern muscles driving around pretty regularly, and I do enjoy that, hearing that and seeing that. Motorcycles, hear those all the time. Looking forward to getting one of those soon.
Yeah, so you see some American bikes over here, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you don't see them often.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to the look of the 18-wheelers, the big trucks, the big semis.
The lorries, or some of all the vehicles in general. They have their own distinctive look over here, and we're looking forward to seeing all those back in the States too. Yeah,
it's just the ones that we've grown up with, and I love
nice Peterbilt.
Yeah, I really do. And then I'm looking forward to, because of to go back to the winter, I'm looking forward to, I love the green here, but like the snow kind of puts everything to sleep.
Yeah. And
like puts things dormant, and here it's just always green, and I love that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to like waking up to snow on the ground, and knowing that all of the things are now dormant and they've been put to sleep, and I'm not having to mow in
January.
Yeah, or in November. I'm just gonna have to snow blow. That's snow plow.
It's almost like putting a hard reset on the seasons.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. And just putting everything to sleep with a nice coat of white. Yeah. It's really nice. And then being able to start seeing things wake up after the snow melts. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm like a kid when I see snow.
Yeah. Yeah, and as much as I will miss the real ale over here, I am looking forward to getting the nice IPAs and stouts back in the States too.
Yeah, and and the funky beers as well.
Yeah, the different ones. They're definitely. There's some companies over here that do it, or some breweries that do it over here. Yeah. But in the States, you see it all the time, always, and it's you just want to try it to see what it is.
So people say that American beer is Bud Light
or Miller Lite
or Coors.
Yeah, that's not what beer we're referring to.
No, that is not real beer. Real beer is going to a brewery and getting a real beer.
Yeah.
They make those lighter beers, but the real beers,
yeah,
that thick beer.
Yeah. We'll visit a few while we're there.
Yeah, we will. And we'll take y'all along.
Yeah.
We're just out, and I'm looking forward to experiencing the United States like we've experienced here.
Yeah.
Because we really did not, I think, to put it into perspective, is we did not enjoy or take advantage of everything that the United States has to offer, because the United States is so vastly different with states and with landscapes, and it offers so much. You can go down to Florida and be on the beach all year round. Yes, you may get cold, but the people that are from the north, they're going to be like, oh, this is nice. I'm not melting.
I don't call them snowbirds for nothing.
Right. And then, you can go to Washington, you can go to California, and you're just getting like a totally different landscape. You can go to New Mexico and Nevada and see desert.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the huge parts we're looking forward to, getting back and just seeing it and experiencing it.
Yeah, and being able to appreciate what the United States has, because we have truly appreciated what we have been able to see and learn here.
Yeah.
And I know that the United States has some beautiful places and some things that we didn't even know that was there, or that we'll be like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is in the United States.
I am excited to do that too, because we've done that a lot here, and there's a lot of people that have said, I didn't even know that was a place here, and we're excited to see that in America, that we've lived there forever. But and then lastly, what's the most important thing you're looking forward to getting back?
I don't know.
Family.
Oh yeah. Because it is so expensive to fly back to the United States, or for people to fly here, it's so important. Family is so important, and that is, I think, my number one. Just being able to, phone calls, and you can do video calls.
And a lot of technology has helped over that.
But being able to physically hug your people when they are in need of you, and or you in need of them, is a big thing. Yeah. Like all the times that we've wanted to hug your mom and dad, or hug my mom and dad, or hug my mima and papa, and hug my sister and Brian and Jesse and Adam. We've wanted to hug them all. Yeah. Because they've all went through things in the last 2.5 years that we haven't been able to.
Yeah.
And that's been a big thing. And we made an agreement when we moved over here that we were not going to go back to the United States, because we wanted to enjoy everything that this island had to offer. I know that we haven't been able to, because
we've done our best, though.
You think that, it's an island, you're going to be able to see everything. No, that is not the case. But man, being able to see family and hug family is a big one. But this experience and this adventure has been a wonderful one, but I am ready and I'm excited to see what our farm is going to be, see where our travels take us, see what we can learn in the United States, and maybe what we can teach you guys or share with you guys that you didn't know about the United States. I'm excited for this. So drop it in the comments, a place in the United States you would love for us to visit. Because right now, as it's going, we may be house hunting and looking for our forever. So we're going to be able to drive around and experience and explore what the United States has to offer us. So we hope you come along with us for all of our adventures, and we appreciate the ones that have been with us so far. And if you're new here, thanks for clicking on this video and watching to the end. we love you all. So if you've been with us for a while, thanks for this amazing ride.
Yeah, and then also to, as we are transitioning, obviously our videos will be uploaded from the States. So if you are from here and you do want to see more videos,
just make sure you're subscribed. It is free to subscribe.
Yeah, it's free to subscribe. It's just so you can see it. If not, no big deal. You're just wanting the UK content, we get that too.
Yeah, and we understand, and we love you. And so if the United States content is not for you, but we are, come along. But you know, if us and the US content is not your thing, we get it too. We can't please everyone. But we do want to keep making people smile, because you guys make us smile, and we love you all. So, as always, be good, make good choices, and be kind to someone today. Bye, y'all. So here's a special thank you to all of our members, the people that send us a super thanks, and the people that buy us a beer. We appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, be good. Bye, y'all.